今一つとなるのだ。
Y'all, this is StephThirdy. I am sinking in. Hey man, I'm a huge Naruto fan. It's a huge part of my teenage years. And so I've continued to follow the series into the sequel Boruto. I think it's about 100 or so episodes in. And having a chance to look at the whole picture now, I just have to raise the question. is the Naruto verse still in the Infinite Tsukuyomi? Like, and I'm serious, by the way, I'm not kidding. And I'm also referring to the anime and not the manga. You could include the current Boruto manga in this argument as well, but I won't for this one, not for this video, until I know more about it. And I know some people will be like, this is stupid, Naruto is over, blah blah blah, you know, and other people will say, but Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi were never under the effects of the Infinite Tsukuyomi. But what if they were though? How can somebody prove that they weren't or never were? I mean, clearly they're still in a dreamlike reality with all the cheesiness going on in Boruto's anime. The only people that have died is somebody's pet and Inoki, who's as old as dirt. He was even older than Naruto. Like, he had to be the oldest character in the series besides Madara. Matter of fact, he was the only one that was alive during Madara's lifetime. So, some other points that I have was the old Naruto cast pretty much lives what seems like would be their ideal lives. Besides maybe Guy, sucks for him, but I can't really debate about anybody else about that on that point. Also, Kaguya appeared after the activation of the Infinite Tsukuyomi. That's a point I'll explain a little bit later. I'll go a little bit deeper into. And also, Kakashi was notable to be a good help until the Infinite Tsukuyomi was casted. As soon as the Infinite Tsukuyomi came, Kakashi was just like useless. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even though he was like in beast mode, you know what I'm saying? Until he got the boost from Obito. So, but that's neither here nor there. Some of the arguments that may be made against the claim are, why isn't Sasuke with Sakura all the time if it's a dream world? My answer to combat that would be because Sasuke always wanted his freedom and Sakura just always wanted Sasuke to be happy. That's it. And that's just it, you know. And on a side note, that's kind of irrelevant, but her relationship with Sasuke may just be a bit of karma for the way she treated Naruto throughout the series. But that's just, you know, in my opinion. Another argument would be, well, Neji would still be alive, right? Yeah, nobody cares enough about Neji besides the people who would bring up that point. That's probably why the writers chose him. And in the scenario I'm speaking of in Boruto, everybody who died in Naruto is still dead. So that's the scenario I'm speaking of. Another point would be it's supposed to be a perfect world. How come there's no conflict? Well, my answer to that is, what conflict? What real danger have they been in? I mean, Naruto's first fight was 1v1 with the Jonin. I think Boruto's first 1v1 was Iwabe, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said before, the only person who died is Inoki, and it was from like old age and overexhaustion. Like in Naruto, in the beginning of Naruto, Gaara was murdering like every side character he came across. And as for the Momoshiki fight, there was no real danger there. Like, Sasuke was completely confident that they would take them out. He even allowed Boruto to kill Momoshiki, so that's not a valid argument for anyone to make. Some more of the arguments that I make to support my claim about the Infinite Tsukuyomi and Boruto are, why are Kabuto and Orochimaru just allowed to roam free? Is it really just because all of a sudden everything is forgiven after everything that happened, including their assistance in the war? Or is it because, you know, everybody's under a spell? Also, the Naruto cast members from the villages most prevalent in this original Naruto story are married to one another, conveniently. No one new has come into the picture to be married to one of the original cast. I mean, maybe I guess that's still up in the air with Rock Lee. Who knows? Maybe when we find out who he made Metal with, that would be enough for me to let that point go. But until then, I'm gonna hold on to it. Obito said that there would be no individuality. To me, none of the characters in Boruto really have a standout or relatable personality, in my opinion. I don't really feel for them the way I did any of the original Konoha 11. I can't really put myself in their shoes at all. But in all fairness, that could just be because I'm a grown man now. So, another thing is, the Infinite Tsukuyomi could also be interpreted as a single place or world inside of the mind of the user that they control, which also means Madara could have just conjured up a stronger substitute of himself, and there's no better substitute than Kaguya, right? Even the fight with Kaguya seemed very unrealistic. I mean, as unrealistic as it gets when it comes to an anime like Naruto. On top of Kaguya's otherworldly terrain control that she used against Team 7 in the fight, Naruto even got off the reverse harm jutsu on her. And this is when she was portrayed to be a god or a progenitor and not an alien. It's before all that madness. I also find it interesting how Naruto kept his promise to Sakura after the Infinite Tsukuyomi and made the dream and ideology passed on to him by Jiraiya a reality, or what we would think is a reality. And lastly, it's not like it's unlike the writers of Naruto to use red herrings to intentionally mislead the readers and viewers. Maybe, just maybe, the Infinite Tsukuyomi was created to trap the readers and the viewers in it. Think about it. I know I might get a lot of crap for this video, but this is my first Boruto video and an introduction to my objective perspective for anyone who's not familiar with me. And like I said before, I'm going by Naruto and Boruto anime, not the manga. And we're over 100 episodes into the Boruto anime, and for some reason, it seems like nothing that happened so far has happened for any apparent reason. But that's just my opinion on the show so far. And I'm always willing to chat it up with whoever and debate this and more so. If you have an opinion, please feel free to comment and tell me what you think. I will respond. And with that, I am going. I wish you all luck in surviving and thriving in this Infinite Tsukuyomi that is this technologically driven capitalist world that we live in today. I'm out. Peace.
忌まわしきチャクラなき夢の世界の恥